first Vocaloid song. Actually, I wanted to make a Vocaloid song too, actually. Yo, can you play? Hello?
FL Studio.
Okay. Okay, it ain't that complex. It looks very simple here. Like this specific screenshot. Damn, for a beginner, that's actually a really good melody. Damn, that shit is cool, man. What? Now, obviously, you can tell this was made by an amateur, right? But I'm gonna try doing that, dude. Not gonna lie, I feel like I could do that pretty easily. Easily. Finally, I'm done. That was hard as hell. Why did I say that was gonna be easy, bro? Whoa, slow down, man. Before I explain how I made my first Vocaloid song, here are some key things to know. I'm an experienced music producer, okay? This song is not gonna be like those making a Vocaloid song with no experience, no. Anyways, you get the point, right? Now, as for softwares, I will be using FL Studio 20 as a DAW and Synth V2 for the vocals. As for the singer specifically, it's gonna be Yishi. 2? Oh, there's a first one apparently, but I got the 2 instead because that's what I chose in the Synth V bundle. Which wasn't cheap, by the way. This shit cost me like 149 USD, which is insane. But since I'm probably gonna make more Vocaloid songs in the future, don't quote me on that, it's probably gonna be really worth it. Anyways, let me show you how I made the song. So, in the instrumental, I went for a more electro swing kind of feeling because I listen to a lot of Yishi songs, and I mean a lot. Oh my god, that was a bad voice crack. I think I genuinely went 2 to 3 hours listening to a bunch of songs with Yishi in it, and I noticed that there were hardly any electro swing or swing in general kind of vibe-ish songs, so I went with that. The funny thing is, when I was making the first parts of the song, I didn't listen to Pull the Trigger at the time. So when a friend mentioned this song to me, I was scared because of how close my song sounded to it. Anyways, moving on. So the intro is kind of this marching band kind of vibe. This section appears in the intro, after chorus, and the ending. However, since the song is mainly electro swing, later on it acts as a contrast to the main rhythm of the song and doubles as a break after the chorus. Let me quickly walk you through the sound. First is this really wide and detuned lead. This sound creates an announcement kind of feeling because it sounds like an alarm or a siren. Second, we have the bass. Very distorted, takes up a lot of space, but it's like 1 or 2 things in the lower end, so it's not too problematic. Then there's a brass hit every 2 bars to really sell that hype up feeling. Now for the percussion. 2 key factors here. The marching loop and the crowd effects. The marching loop is just a sample from Kishmer. I just slapped it on and called it a day. And then the crowd effects, which is a combination of multiple samples. First, there's the crowd cheering. There's also a crowd clapping to the beat, layered with an actual clap. A bunch of turbulence. And then there's the hey ho, which is just kind of there, not really much to say. The rest is just effects that either add to the setting or fill up frequencies. This includes the brass hits, the risers and the downlifters, and the crashes. Next. This is where Yishi starts singing and rapping, so there aren't many elements here, so most of the space is just given to the singers. There's also this bass that hits every bar in a little offbeat after. Oh my god, who wrote this fucking script? And then the drums. I'm not gonna lie, I just placed a bunch of random ass percussion sound effects and put them into a rhythm. However, I'm no stranger to this practice, actually. Interestingly enough, I've done this quite a number of times already, so this is actually one of my strong points. Anyways, I got a little sidetracked there, but yeah, it's pretty much just a normal hip-hop beat with a swing rhythm, but the sound selection is like, you know, kind of weird. Alright, so now here. In this section, the rhythm is half swing and half 4 on the floor since I wanted to slowly build up to that swing up for the chorus. Because of that, the drums and the melody are mainly hitting every beat, but the bass and melodies are hitting in the swing rhythm. This whole chord progression is actually just the same as the melody in the intro, which I also brought back, by the way, just on a different sound. Oh, I also add this like bell melody and swing, but it's so in the background that it's more of just the effects in the back. Now in this section, the long-awaited electro swing is in full effect, and pretty much everything including drums is now in a swing rhythm. First 4 bars are empty to make room for the vocals, as this section is pretty heavy on the vocals, and after that is the big build-up into the pre-drop. What really sells the swing vibe here is the organ, since literally every swing song has these. There's actually 2 organs here, one playing a chord progression, the other is being a counter melody to the mentioned chord progression. And the bass, well, it's bassing. The big build-up is actually pretty generic. It's just standard EDM practice. Snare hitting on the rhythm, a bunch of risers, and a bunch of crashes. Obviously, that's not all there is to it, but it's nothing too crazy, to be honest. My second favorite part of the song. Yishi will be singing her heart out here, so I knew I had to keep the instrumental simple and effective. The main elements here in the instrumental are the organ chords, and with all its layers, the bass and the brass hits, and goddamn, do those brass hits! These organ chords are unfortunately stolen. Stolen from who exactly? Me. I stole this from a beat I made in 2021. What the? Yo, this is heat, bro. I made this in 2021. So I just ripped it straight from this beat and adjusted it to the correct key. And I also stole the bass and the counter melody. I genuinely just stole everything from this song. I mean, can you blame me though? These melodies fit too damn well. Anyways, these brass hits are samples I found on Sample Focus, a goated website, by the way. And they add so much to the song. There's also a little melody here I added early on, but have since turned down because it was intended to be the vocal melody for Yishi to sing in. The drums actually aren't that complex here. Another thing I added here that really makes this feel alive is the drum fills with real drums. In the second half, I added a piano to go along with the melody because the vocals themselves weren't enough. I added two main things here, a ride cymbal hitting every beat, and a crowd clap SFX to really give that dancing ballroom effect. I don't really know. It sounds cool though, so. The build-up here at the end is to give Yishi room to sing the main line of the song. So a lot is removed to put emphasis on Yishi. This is important because this is where Yishi says a pretty significant line. Can you guess what it is? I'll give you 3 seconds. Time's up! Correct answer is... Yishi says the title of the song. Yeah, okay, I get it. It's pretty corny having a title name drop, but it fits so well that I rolled with it, okay? After that, as I mentioned before, it goes into the marching band intro again. But this time, Yishi sings along. After that is the mandatory hip-hop section. Don't really know why I consider it mandatory, but I've done this kind of thing twice already, which is weird because I don't really know why I do it. I just hear a lot of these kinds of songs have a section like this and thought, maybe mine should have too. I don't know. This section is pretty similar to the other times I've done this, so there aren't really that many differences. Hard-ass kicks, hi-hat loops, snares, crowd chanting, trap brass hits. You know, all the hip-hop / trap basics. 808 follows the main melody here, along with a bell that hits every 2 bars. There's also a melody that's a variation of another melody, more fitted to be in a hip-hop section. I also did this in my other hip-hop section, so it isn't really original. Yeah, that's about it, I think. There's a cool glitch here in the middle. It's for, like, the lyrics having, like, a swear word, you know. This section is pretty much just verse 1, but better. The sound selection is pretty much just the same. An actual 808 for a bass. And it's kind of a fusion with like a grimy hip-hop vibe. Now, this part is also pretty much just the same as the previous, but the 4 bars are still adjacent to the hip-hop section. This is just so the transition to the big buildup isn't so jarring. To be honest, there isn't really that much of a difference in the second half. I'm pretty sure it's literally like a 99% copy and paste. Since, you know, most of the change is in the lyrics and vocals, so I didn't really want to change too much in the instrumental, so we're just gonna move on. Now, objectively, the best part of the song. However, in terms of changes, there really isn't that many differences. Are you guys noticing a pattern of laziness? Because I am. The main things I did that truly differentiate from the previous chorus is a pitch up, which is cool and sounds awesome, until you listen to any of my songs and realize I do this on like 90% of my songs. Another thing I did to make it more intense is the crowd clapping effects. It is now present as soon as the chorus hits. Previously, I put the claps after the fourth bar. See? Here, not here. The last thing I did was clear up even more space at the end. This makes it so it is even more impactful. Alright, so I'm just gonna quickly go over this end section. It's pretty much just the intro at the start, but with the main siren sound replaced with the organ progression that's present in the chorus. See, this is the bass from the intro, but it's being played with the organ. That we understand the differences? Alright, thank you. We're moving on now. And now for the part that most of you are actually interested in, the singer themselves. As I mentioned before, the singer in question will be Yishi, most known from the Whooper popular song Butcher Vanity by Vain Lily. Yeah, in that song, she's depicted as a cannibalistic with long black hair and a backwards cap. That's cool and all, but I don't think I'll be going with that trait, not gonna lie. I went and thought of something else for the theme of the song. Instead, the theme I ended up with for the song is dancing to relieve the stress and pressure from a terrible job over and over again. I know, it's scary stuff, right? But as for the inspiration, it was mainly the theme and lyrics of Liar Dancer. So with the theme decided, I opened up Synth V for the first time, and now I understood what people meant with the pilot cockpit. This part of the song is so good, man! I just can't get enough. Dun, dun, dun. Ah! What? What's 2 then? Whoa, tailored for classical opera and cinematic scoring. You know what that means, guys? Gothic hardcore! Yo, if I want to make like a... Wait, this could also be used for... This is also for Gothic hardcore. Wait, this is sick as hell. What? I'm probably most likely gonna be getting 3 because, guys, let's be so dead ass. I'm gonna be using... Listen to this! This is stuff you'd hear in like Tunithim. In Archaea! Sorry, in Archaea! You'd hear this in Archaea! Oh my god, no! What the... Bro, I don't earn a single dollar. I remember watching the videos of like the 2 people I watched. They made edits on the like opening FL Studio for the first time. It's like the pilot cockpit. And I was like, that's kind of what's happening to me right now. I don't know any, I don't know any Chinese.
You don't know any Chinese, but we do have a plan for this. Which is, you don't know any Chinese.
What the hell is all this, man? Okay, so now we have the song. Now I gotta actually write lyrics. Fuck! After a while, though, I finally figured out how to manage through this new undiscovered territory. However, around this time of trying to figure out what works, I figured out that you can have Synth V in FL Studio. I was shocked beyond belief. Like, eyes out of my socket type of shock. This meant that I didn't need to switch between Synth V and the song in FL Studio separately, which is what I was planning to do beforehand, unfortunately. Now, on to writing the lyric. Writing the lyrics for me personally wasn't that hard. I like to think I'm pretty good with words, but, you know, if you really look at it, they're just basic-ass lyrics. I'm no Eminem, bruh. That aside, though, the real hurdle coming up was going to be tuning the vocals and making them actually sing. I knew that the ultimate goal of tuning was making it sound as human as possible, but from where I stood, that is a long, long road ahead of me. One of the hurdles I dealt with was pronunciation. Please remember, this was before I knew I could just type in plus to break down the word. So in my notepad, I actually expressed my frustration. Why is the pronunciation part so hard? I've never thought about how hard it would actually be to differentiate the American and British pronunciations and how it would affect the rhymes of the lyrics. It's so simple that I just overlooked it, I guess. Anyways, a friend recommended I do the plus trick thing, and things went smooth sailing.
Takes your worries from lost to legacy. I feel untethered.
Anyways, another thing was how soft or how hard... Whoa, what? I mean how expressive I wanted the vocals to be, okay? I knew some parts needed to be low-key, others close to screaming.
I'm on fire, yet I do not feel tired.
So I turned to the buttons on the right side of the screen and started testing each setting, hearing the vocals out, each knob I turned, each slider, and it ended up being a very streamlined process. I've done this kind of thing in FL Studio countless times before, so it was just smooth sailing again.
Korean, nothing's clear, not a day here yet. It's all the same routine again and again, unreal.
After finishing the main vocals, I added some backing vocals so it isn't as boring, and with a little bit of tweaking, I finalized the vocals.
Again and again, unreal. Dreaming with my feet. I'm still lost, so until my problems go away, let's just dance, la la.
And honestly, I feel like I could have done more, but I'm afraid that adding more might ruin the overall mix, especially when I mix and master it with the instrumental. Speaking of mixing and mastering, I was familiar with the whole mixing and mastering process already to a decent level, but this was the first time I did it with vocals as the main thing. Typically in my songs, vocals are an addition, like a melody or, even just in the background. Yeah, but not gonna lie, I just referred to this video and just did the same shit I usually do. I also did some manual volume tweaking, which, looks kind of crazy to be honest, but it's actually just some basic volume automation tweaks based on what I don't want to hear and, vice versa. Like, for example, I turned it up a lot here because I just wanted to hear the breathing.
Every day's feeling like a every day's feeling.
Or if there's like a section that I really want to turn up.
Then I'll be late.
Yeah, it sounds a bit quiet. I turn it up here.
Then I'll be late. Traffic wasn't that great, but I get my pay reduced too. Wow.
Yeah, just some basic stuff. After going back and forth, tweaking small things in the master, which wasn't a fun process by the way, the song is done. Hey, aren't you gonna talk about making the lyric video for this? Silence, my child. Silence. I haven't even started editing it yet. Okay, that was a bad voice crack. As for the animated lyric video, because I too wanted to make one like from the videos I watched, unfortunately it is still currently in the works. So yes, that does mean there will be one, but that will be once this song is officially released. Give me a week. I can do it in a week, easy.
Every day's feeling like a drag. Suffering from the lab, monotonous tasks coming in, less tasks. Clocking in again with the same approach. Reflect, wait, when will this end? The humming of place, an endless chase. All of this just for a chance of a raise. Is it really worth my fame, my sanity? No, frankly, but I need some cash. Wake up at 6 a.m. Don't want to, but I got bills to pay. Too damn clocked in, I'll be late. Traffic wasn't that great, but I get my pay reduced too loud. People working my hands, then I start to dance to the rhythm of the trance. Whoa, now you feeling the groove, I can't help but dance to the 2, 1, 2. Not move, 3, 4, the words some more. 5, 6, the same old trick, but the song can't help but dance to the 2. 3 more, the things before. 2 more, reports to store. 1 last, the lots more. So I just dance to the 2. No need to worry. Steps till our story straight from the soul that takes your worries from lost to legacy. I feel untethered, performer. I feel like I'm on fire. Yes, I do not feel tired. What do we feed to such lies? But night ends here. Korean, nothing's clear. Not a day here yet. It's all same routine again and again. I'm real, dreaming with my feet. I'm still lost, so until my problems go away, let's just dance. La 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 day it's all the same, can't catch a break. One sleep, one wide awake. Got napping in the skull box called yet I can't even complain. If you're 2 years again and again and then again. Wait, please, and find the meaning of insanity. In reality, it's all an empty vanity. Oh, what a tragedy for me and my sanity. Here we are again, same old, same cold place. Control work till 10. Wondering again if I'm correct. Reflect, wait, when will this end? Don't know where to go. Another chart of slow clock ticks, the rhythm clicks, so it's all can't help but dance to that to be. More doubts screwing all, 2 more feet to go. One last step through the door. Together we dance to that tune. Yeah, I do not worry. Stands till the stories play from my soul that took my worries from lost to symphony.
That was such a wonderful presentation. Why am I acting like I'm a teacher on the side?